Hey guys, have you been to this panel before?
Nope.
Nope. Oh, well, you're in for a treat. The last 3 times I ran this panel, I read somebody else's stuff. Tonight, I'm reading some shit I wrote myself.
Ah, nice. Okay. There's a decent chance I've either come across your name before or know someone who has.
What paradigm do you use? Because it's like literally shining.
So, this is Arctic Fox.
Really? It's straight up like shiny.
Lead-in conditioner.
Oh, okay. My brother uses Arctic Fox and it's always colorful, but...
The master was done.
I am just loving my hair holds color extremely well.
Yeah.
So
It's
there-
literally...
so it's-
Thank you, AV.
Thank you, Navy.
Thank you, AV. Yeah. It's also the first time they've given us a microphone in a space this small
No, if we...
since the first time we did this panel. Way back in 2017, yeah.
2017. Did you send this to me?
Okay, this is a dumb question. Do you have any other usernames you used to get under?
Yeah.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
No, it's always been some variation of Ernor, Hyollie, or Ernor Woofer, Woofer.
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, the stuff I wrote was probably not better.
Welcome to fan fiction.
The shit I wrote tonight was having read through the entirety of Sonic fan fiction with this man.
Oh god.
All of it.
So if you've never read Sonic the Hedgehog High School,
Don't worry, we'll probably cut to a
probably
specific
gonna-
chapter
Please tell us.
to finish it off.
6.
This is going to be great.
Yeah,
I want chapter 6 to be read. Only chapter 6.
and
Nothing else. But we're first gonna read through Zootopia first, alright?
we're gonna start pure.
Do you want me to narrate this and you want to read the
Who's that one
voices?
by?
Sorry, what?
Who's that one by?
Zootopia one. I wrote it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so disclaimer here. Disclaimer. Okay. How many pages is your Hazbin Hotel fanfiction?
Well, to be clear, I am a serious fanfiction writer in my off time, and by off time I mean the entirety of all my free time for the last 2 years. The current draft of my ongoing Hazbin / Hell the Boss fanfiction stands at about 625,000 words,
Nice.
which is about 1,100 pages. And every time I go to post another chapter, I go, oh, I meant to add this thing, because I haven't edited this thing in about a year. And that's what I've been working on. And this pile of crap that I'm about to read to you guys for funsies is what I wrote.
No, just shut up.
Yeah,
Don't say another word.
for funsies.
Just talk about the Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel because everyone loves Luna and Octavia.
I mean,
They besties. You got a shirt right now.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's the main character now?
Well, we're not doing Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel. We're doing
yeah,
Zootopia.
we're not. If you guys want to find the Hell of a Boss fanfiction thing that I wrote, hey, you asked me to. You guys,
Guilty.
yes.
I mean, I'm
Shut
just
up.
trying to fill up time before the panel.
We've got a minute, and I have the microphone. If you guys want to find me to read some of my serious writing, which I'm actually
It's actually
disgustingly proud of, you can find me as just Ernor on Archive of Our Own.
AO3.
Yeah, I only have one work published there. It's called Shadows Over Hell. And with that, it's 12:30.
Do you want me to do the narration and use the voices? Or should I fucking read this shit? Because I can just sit here and let you do this.
I mean, yeah.
I can get cozy.
Yeah. get cozy.
I am extraordinarily cozy right now.
I'm about to steer us into shit town. Are you guys ready to go? Because here we go. Shitpost, a Zootopia masterpiece. Nick Wilde woke up, ready to face the... Oh, well, hang on. One thing I want to ask you guys first. Since I regularly do this panel with celebrity voices, and I like to give the audience a choice, I can give Nick Wilde either the voice of Stolas or Christopher Walken. Which would you guys prefer?
I have to go with, I'm walking here.
Walk in, yes.
Okay, well, we'll split the difference.
I feel divided right now.
Okay, we'll split the difference. I'll make Nick the voice of Christopher Walken, and I will give you. Oh my, Nick, stop it! Oh please. I'll give Judy the voice of Mr. Stone. Please. Yeah, that won't be awkward at all. And
I feel awkward.
Yeah, I'll pepper in some random voices as we go. Zootopia. Sorry.
Just read the fucking thing.
Shitpost, a Zootopia masterpiece. Nick Wilde woke up, ready to face the day in Animal Town. He went downstairs to get breakfast. Hi, Mom, he greeted Mrs. Mom Wilde, where she was cooking on the stove.
Hi, son. I bought you a special present for your big day. You're going to Zootopia, so you need something special.
Nick was excited. His tail got all bushy. Oh, radical! What is it?
Abandonment.
Nick's mom said with a smile as she opened her suitcase and put Nick's clothes in it before kicking him out the door.
No more mooching off my paychecks. Go tell your father I quit parenthood.
Nick Wilde blinked and woke up. What a terrible dream of the past. He shook his head and yawned, displaying...
No, stop that! You don't do this! You don't do this and you're like, oh, it was all a dream of my past. You don't do this!
Fuck you, I do what I want. Nick yawned, displaying huge, predator fangs. Wow. Time for work as a new member of the CPD. So many privileges to abuse, and a gun to stick anywhere I want.
Where are you gonna stick that?
He grinned. Anywhere I want. What do you mean? No, get that cue card out of my face. He grinned and got out of bed to wash away the stink of being a fox. He show ring with Head and Shoulders. Look, just shut up. It helps with dandruff, okay? Nick slipped into his newly pressed ZPD uniform and munched a fox tart for breakfast. The fox admired himself in the full-length mirror in front of his door to his home, in front of where he entered his home. It was good to be making sure that there were no stains, and to be a proper cop, you had to look good enough. Sorry, you had to practice your scowl. Nick did. He scowled real good. And it looked hot and serious. Damn, I look good enough to be eaten for dinner. I'd eat me right up. He put on his Tom Cruise aviators and brushed his tail. Look out, crime, it's time to get fucked.
That's good.
Yeah, a fast ride right up to the Zootopia police headquarters. He drove there fast and parked his car in the space where it was supposed to go, except for when he was driving it around town to run over crime. Nick might be a total loose cannon, but you don't mess with parking spaces. It would be like questioning God. He went into the office and saw Judy, the radical rabbit, bouncing beside Clawhauser. Morning, guys. What's up? Said Nick. Oh, hello, my big dick Nicky. Said Judy, beaming at
Not
him.
a hero.
No, it's not, but shut up. It's my story. If you don't like, don't read.
I'm gonna go drop myself. Why am I even here?
Sorry, let me do that again properly. Oh, hello, my big dicked Nicky, said Judy, beaming at him with a smile as bright as the sun. Nick thought she was super hot. But he was partners with Judy. They could never betray the department by becoming real partners in the sticky bedroom dance way. She had the biggest, luckiest feet. No one... so dumb. No one...
She's a rabbit! She has the biggest, luckiest feet because she's a rabbit.
Biggest feet.
I'm not into feet and I'm laughing about this.
I'm sorry. Judy's badge now reads Quentin Tarantito's. No one ever caught them.
Why am I here?
No one ever caught them abusinating the paw police with their. Jesus Christ!
You take it.
Yeah, the officer.
I'll take it. You do the voices. I'll take it.
You read this bullshit.
No one ever caught them abusing the police with their officer shoot bangs and zaps, super zaps. Secret zaps when she was around. It was so cool.
Hi, Judy. Your ears look nice,
said Nick.
Oh, thank you, Nick. I like your sunglasses. They make you look super sly. You'll be a detective one day with me.
Stole us! Nick noticed her detective badge was bigger than her regular police badge. And it was gold and made her small but still pretty nice boobs look even better.
Thanks, Carrots. Or should I say, Detective Carrots. Oh, Nick. That's a little racist, but I think you've earned it.
Judy chuckled and kicked him with a big bunny foot. It thumped on his knee. Nick smiles at Clawhauser, who was also there. The big cheetah was eating a donut and totally making big eyes over Judy. Everyone knew that Claw was super gay, but he was big, fluffy, gay drunk with a silly hat like Alkali. And he had all the donuts that made you go nuts for these nuts. I hate you. So he was the perfect receptionist.
You're welcome.
HR loved him.
Hi, Clawhauser. Any cases today? No, I didn't actually have a voice picked out for Clawhauser.
Just make him super gay.
I could lean. Well,
I believe in.
If you want me to just lean.
If you want me to just lean into that stereotype, I can.
Lean into this. Okay. Who isn't into him leaning into the gay stereotype? Raise your hands if you're not into him leaning into the gay stereotype.
Fine, I'll just spew rainbow colors
From my mouth, thank you. Oh, I don't know, but the chief wants to see you both in his office. You should go there now, or he'll, yell really loud and make the pigeon officers, poop. Again. Uh-oh. I hope we're not in trouble, Judy mumbled. She smiled at Nick. We're the best. We couldn't be in trouble. We showed that screwy sheep bellwether a thing or two, didn't we? Yes, we did, didn't we? We put her in an unfashionable orange jumpsuit. So tacky. So everyone respects us. The furry fashion police? Judy said. No one can mess with the best, Nick said, wriggling his sunglasses in an assuring way at her alluringly round rabbit face.
Alluringly round rabbit face.
Oh, you're right. We're the best team in town, aren't we, Nicky? Let's go. Judy grabbed Nick's paw and they went to see the chief in his office where it always was, on the usual floor. They sat.
It was on the ground, on the floor.
They said,
It was in the office where the office is.
no, where it has to be, that's where the chief does all his officiating duties, in his office. They sat in
the room.
They sat in his room in a pair of chairs before Chief Bogo. He was a big buffalo, and his shirt was too small. Nick saw that he couldn't button it all the way, because he was too muscly. But the chief, he supposed, was supposed to be super big and swole, so no one gave him shit for it.
Hobbs, Wild, you two better come here now. I have a place for you.
Growled the chief, clearing his Australian accent from his throat, with no success whatsoever. He snorted and flexed his shoulders, and did a Mr. Ooh-Woo reverse pose.
The new mayor thinks that you're pretty good, so we're giving you the toughest cases.
He whispered out the loud secret in the best mouth way.
He whispered the loud secret.
Oh, that's good, Chief. We can totally handle anything you can throw at us. Judy said confidently, her proud ears standing tall. Nick liked that. They complimented her tight butt.
Don't be so sure, Hobbs. Wild is new with the...
Can I take this for a second?
Yeah, hang on, let me finish the line.
Wild is new with this job, and it will be your responsibility to see that he doesn't fuck this up.
This is all in capital letters, by the way.
Yeah, of course it is. That's why I gave him the Arnold voice.
I'm totally not the governor.
Sir, I promise that I won't let you down.
Nick grumbled, finally taking the shades to show that he was a serious face. Cops needed all sorts of faces, and you had to look serious and broody to be a good cop.
Go.
Do it!
I said the single word.
Good.
Said Bogo, sitting down at his desk with a huff, his chair creaked.
Now, I have a very serious case for you. We have a serial killer on the loose here at Zootopia, and you two will be the ones who have to put an end to whatever it is, their spree.
What exactly does he do with the victims? Judy asked. She took the fold of the water buffalo handed her and looked through it. Nick peeked too. He couldn't believe it. Judy couldn't either.
I can't either.
It was Gazelle.
Oh my god!
With a big...
I'm sorry. We've been waiting so long to read this. You read this.
It was Gazelle. The big, ugly rainbow rod in her tongue love antelope love. Oh my fuck! That toy doesn't go in the butt. It doesn't even fit. That's so messed up, said Nick in a disgusted but determined cop voice. Oh my, that's so ugly. I bet he didn't even buy her dinner first, said Judy. Judy. What a douche, Nick agreed. We believe he is a former Bad Reptile employee, the chief said. Bogo said this very loudly. So loudly that somewhere outside, Nick's sharp fox and Judy's adorable rabbit ears caught the splatter of fresh bird poop shellacking the chief's window in a big, hot, messy shower. You know, like when Mendez squeezes his syrup too hard, and it makes the stickiness happen. Like when you have a bad pants accident, but it's okay because you have Canadian healthcare and they give you new pants.
I will drown you. Just read the line.
I'm sorry, I'm trying.
You're the reason I drink at night.
Really? Just me? I'll take that. Thank you. He did not envy Jesus, the Jackalope janitor, who would need his biggest bucket to clean it all up.
Here's a file on all his activities and all of our leads. Now, go get the bad guy. Do it. Do it now. I'll eat you, said Bogo.
Nick went to his police car. Judy got up beside him with it was the one with the big ride shotgun. The biggest gun that was for the biggest, serious cases. She was the driver, because, obviously, women drive her well when furious. Wink!
Furrious. Furious. Furious. I am drowning you tonight.
So, tell me, where to, partner? The chief said it wasn't a bad reptile employee, and we have to find that one. Sorry.
There are so many assumptions being made right now.
Oh, there's about to be some more made. Let me finish my sentence. Stop blocking my cue cards. The chief said it was a bad reptile employee, and that we have to find one with some tragedy in his past. Let's go to the secret city, Nick said, his face full of serious law enforcement emotion. His badge gleamed on his super trim but very hard pecs. Judy felt her tiny rabbit hearts quiver in anticipation of a future event that may or may not happen. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, you mean, she gasped in a shocked way, like seeing a man's bedroom parts for the first time, as a teenager on a blurry computer screen covered in carrot juice. Oh no, it's so embarrassing. That's right, Nick said. He pulled out a cigarette and lit it, as the way a cop should. We're going to Zootopia. Oh my fuck! Nick, no, we can't go there. It's too alternative. You will end up in lust for the muscly man-meat, said Judy. Nick looked shocked and grabbed her by her freshly pressed police lady lapels on her new ZPD uniform that was made for Saturdays. But it was definitely only Monday. Judy, how can you say that? I might be a bit naughty, but
Say it. No, say it correctly.
When I pounce you some pound cake, I like mine with boobs. Also, it's the only place that makes extra large Diablo-grade dildos that we used on Gazelle, and now we have to go find it. Judy thought about it and decided that Nick was right. After all, Nick often left his spare porns lying around his apartment, and all were about girls with, like, gigantic, huge, ginormous jugs. She nodded as they drove through the city. Normally, Zootopia was full of the energy and life that accompanied any large metropolis, with many bright, shiny billboards and many colorful animals singing, "Try all the things, but only if you want to, okay?" But as they neared the edge of the good part of town...
Good part is in quotations.
They saw that the animals were becoming darker, with more tattoos. Their fur dyed into edgier colors that were darker than black. Ebon black. Edgy black. Gothic black.
Prismatic black.
The citizens gave the two cops sinister looks and turned up the collars of their leather jackets made from real cows. It was such a crime hole, and it was also very gay.
Was it?
I don't know. Is it? We'll have to go and see. Come here, Mage. I have a special task for you.
I got it.
Take your haste potion. You're going to need to be up all night. Wow. Wow. Beep, whistle, boop. The buildings grew tall and slouchy, and they were crumbling in parts that would... they were crumbling in parts that would mainly make the safety specters unhappy. Sorry. Give me a second.
Do you want me to read this?
Yeah, take the next part.
Go for it.
The buildings grew tall and slouchy and were crumbling in parts that would make the safety inspectors unhappy. Judy didn't like it, but they were cops with guns and a license to kill. Or at least injure someone if they throw the poop at the shield. Then it'd be okay. Why did you do this? Okay. She and Nick got out of the car and ran quick to the building at the end of the long, dark, shadowy street, shaped like a giant phallus, ready to pierce the heavens with a smokestack. A pornographic capitalism. Why?
I mean, because no matter what, everybody has to go in line with the capitalist system, and we all get fucked. This is the old Bad Reptile Factory, Nick noticed, reading the sign on the door, the one that was right in front of him, where they could see it in front of him. Why did they close it down? Well, the company was making defective dildos, Judy explained. She pulled her Glock and chambered a big bullet.
Big bullets.
Amy, the amorous ass armadillo, squeezed one too hard, turning her life to its stream, and it filled her up with synthetic sadness. That's not so bad, Nick said.
That's no good.
He drew back and kicked down the door with one super hard kick that was made from a pulley split. And also, the silicone may have got stuck inside her butt too good, and she couldn't poop, so she died.
Say it.
Wow, what a shitty way to go. And if you didn't expect that pun, you were on the wrong panel.
I didn't expect that pun, and I wanted to die when you told me that.
And I read this to you last night, and you're still laughing.
You told me this like 6 years ago, and I'm still laughing about it. I'll drown myself in a bathtub. Okay, you keep going.
Come on, we have to go make sure this ass assailant is captured to save Zootopia's back door. Nick Wilde kicked open the door.
Seriously?
Well, of course he did. Continuity is important. What the fuck are you, the grammar police? Get out of my fanfic. It's okay. If you don't like, don't read. Get out of here.
Oh.
Actually, if you guys like, I can give Judy that voice instead.
Oh my god. Okay, Stolas or that?
Would you like Judy to sound very soft and sweet? Oh, would you rather she sounded like this?
That sounds like Rick. No, Lori.
Oh, jeez, Nick. I'm not sure we can do that. Oh,
that's even worse.
Oh, jeez. Nick, I just want you to buy me this sex doll because I think it's really neat. Yeah. You think it's really neat? That's right, Nick. Okay, fine. My daughter will take the sex doll. Yeah. Wow.
Back to the story.
Wow, what a shitty way to go. Come on, we have to get this ass assailant to save Zootopia's back door. Nick kicked open the door once more after he had already kicked it in. And he and Judy went in fast, like hedgehogs, blue hedgehogs that were super fast. They swept through the first floor. And then they went upstairs. Wind blew through shattered windows, making all the extra leftover dildos hanging from the ceiling clatter and squeak like a chorus of lonely, no-sex-having virgins. Nick looked around and saw vats of lonely, unused lube sitting in place that had never been used to grease a rump or stain a wooden floor. It was so creepy it made Nick shudder, and he moved closer to Judy. He has to be here. I can smell his nefarious evil. Judy paused as she felt her paws sink into something sticky like jelly. Oh, ew. I just... Sorry. So sorry. It's so dumb.
It's so stupid! I hate this panel already.
Oh, ew. I just stepped into some really sticky lube. Oh, it's still on. He's close by.
The assumptions!
Craig, We have to catch this fiend. And then they heard a noise from down the hall, and they followed it. They ran into the next room with guns drawn, ducking past a big black plastic curtain. They finally found the source of the trail of lube and the foul, sexy smell of unprotected sex. What the fuck is wrong with me? That was so terrible.
No, that was great, and you know it. Say it again.
Yeah, and they finally found the foul, sexy smell of unprotected sex.
No. There we go.
It was a room lit with dim overhead lights, and just one bulb, and at a long table in the middle, fitted with shackles for ankles and wrists of animals of all sizes. A sticky trail of strawberry-flavored lube. Flavored? Yeah.
Flavored.
Yeah. Led
Strawberry Crassus.
Yeah. Led to a big tub and a workbench with a gooey spatula.
No, not the
Dildos were
spatula.
strewn around the walls like a pride parade bomb had exploded, and in the middle was the killer, a slumped figure with a black mask. Okay, guys.
No.
Do you guys? I'm trying to think of a voice.
Do the one that you did for me last night.
Do you watch the
Oh my god.
Do what?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, okay.
Is a dead man like that?
Yes, you
okay.
can.
Okay, to be real with you guys, I did Gilbert Gottfried several years ago, and he wrecked my throat. I can't do that again. Winky blinky. Let me see here.
I can make the killer sound like angel dust.
How about Kermit?
Do it.
Okay, hang on.
I like you.
Oh, who are you? Said the figure, grabbing a big rhino or rose dildo like a club and shaking it at them threateningly. Shut your crime hole, Nick yelled.
I don't know who says this.
You are going down for justice. Put down the plastic fantastic phallus, Judy screamed. Oh, no, shouted the masked killer.
You had way too many O's for that to be that short. You need to add more
Okay,
O's.
fine, hang on. I have to arch you to this. Oh, no. Oh, please, no. Oh, Daddy, please, no.
Way
Said the masked killer, like a crazy person who liked bedroom toys too much in ways that were definitely not for public eyes.
Why is public eyes capitalized?
Because for reasons, why? What the fuck do you care? Shut the fuck up.
I care because I'm a double English major. Why is public eyes double capitalized?
So I have an unfortunate revelation to bring to your attention. If that's the first complaint you have in this pile of detritus, you're in the wrong panel.
I'm gonna go drown myself. There's a pool outside. I'm gonna go drown myself.
Please do. You'll resurrect yourself in no time, white mage. So Judy used her rabbit powers to bunny hop over the table and pounce him into submission. The dildo went flying and thumped against a wall. Nick moved with slinky predator speed and caught the crook's other paw and pinned it to the ground. Now, to see who you are, he tore the mask that was really just a badly cut sock apart off the furry's head. He gasped in a big shock and stumbled backward, shaking his head in disbelief. No! It cannot be! Flash!
I knew it!
How did he know that? How did he know that?
I had a feeling.
And now I'm gonna make Flash super uncomfortably sexy. Yes, it was me, said the slow beef, a big evil grin spreading slowly like a turtle over his face. He smiled really slow like a turtle and thought about his race car downstairs that was full of more love toys to fill Zootopia's citizens against their will, like AdWorks invading YouTube streams. Why, you monster, why did you do this? Nick gasped with mad. You don't have to put things in people's butts.
Why not?
Oh, I just wanted to make the world pay for killing my favorite
porn star, Flash said, with slow, careful menace in his eyes. Ah, fuck it, this joke sucks. I talk normal now. He cleared his throat and became more British because it was a good bad guy voice. Nobody cared when Amy's back door got blocked up, so I knew Zootopia didn't deserve to have Gazelle anymore, and she totally liked it. That's
Can I have
so messed up. We went for the line of it.
So he does this, like, bad guys, like, British voice way too well. And the fact that Flash, of all fucking characters, is doing this right now is so good. Yeah, I like that as boss. If it was little, I appreciate it.
So, I don't have a hat or anything to put the money in, but if you guys want to donate to charity, please do.
We don't have a hat.
No, we don't. We have an invisible hat.
It's an invisible hat, so if you would like to donate to charity right now, it's going straight to charity.
So if I stole the hat, no one would notice.
Nobody would notice. That's what I'm saying right now.
Well, nobody would notice, but I would know, and I'd find you, and make you regret.
Promise?
Oh, I'd make you promise super hard, Daddy.
We share a room, so please,
Okay.
where were we? What's happening right now?
This is so messed up, Nick growled with Matt. He picked up the big rhino dildo and gave Flash a smack with a wobbly end to try to knock some justice and some sense into him. Coffin Carrot's work here is done. Oh, harder, Daddy. I mean, no, you can't do that.
Why not?
Screamed Judy. Oh, because, you stupid police mammal. I own this whole building, and you're just a rookie. Rookie. And according to TV tropes, that means you're probably dumb, basic, stupid cops, and you have a warrant. And according to this file that Boozy gave me, all the evidence here is, like, no good. And the fuck does that say? Justice court? Yeah, justice court. Fuck it. I don't know how to read.
According to Boozy, right?
Yes, Boozy.
Boozy. Why does Boozy have this? Oh.
Fuck, Judy said. We forgot to do good police work. Now, get out. I'm tired of reading Rias anyway. I want to go back to work at the DMV. Lube is too sticky, and I am bored of this creepy place. Nick thought about it. Do you promise not to do it again? Like, big square? Sure, said the sloth, shrugging real slow like a tortoise on slow beef. Okay, we did our job, and we made the crime stop.
I hate this line.
It's in the wrong character's voice, but I'm committed. Everyone's vaginas are safe. Cheered Judy. She jumped up real quick and with a big grin kissed Nick right on the mouth. Right on the mouth.
Oh.
This was so unplanned and against all HR regulations. But Nick was a randy predator who told the man to lick his sunglasses right on the lens. He grabbed his rabbit partner by her lapine face and said, Jody, I must tell you a secret. I have lusted after your rabbit parts for several months since the first time we locked eyes. And you insulted my terrible tie and also my awful shirt. It was kind of harsh, but I was into it. Question mark. TM finished this letter.
I hate you.
Judy blushed like a stoplight with a bad case of rancid tomato. Oh, Nick, how can you dare to say that? We can't be louvers.
What?
Louvers.
Nick grabbed her face and stared directly into her amethyst orbs as he said, I want to plow you like a field of carrots. Oh, Nick! She leaned in and gave him a big hero kiss. Sorry, a bit hero kiss.
A bit, yeah.
With many romantic mouth noises. TM. She was thinking about all the different sexual things they could try now that they were secret louvers. Things the rabbits back home would never allow. Like the tongue punching of fart boxes. Or the mashing of lady labias with the marvelous mammalian muscles piercing all the penetrating depths. But then Nick pulled back. He was too good of a cop to give in to temptation, and he put his foot on her rabbit face and pushed her back into the driver's seat. But no. That killer, that man, he's still on the loose. Oh shit, we forgot to be cops, Judy wailed. Dramatic break here.
There is dramatic break here. What are you talking about?
Nick Wilde kicked off his sheath and sat up, rubbing his aching head. Jesus, what the actual fuck had he and Judy gotten into last night? A bottle of tequila tipped over as he groped for his phone and awoke the rabbit sitting next to him. Damn, now there was a hangover here. Wait, Judy, his partner, his definitely not allowed to touch in the bedroom partner next to him. He chanced to glance over his shoulder. His definitely naked partner, who was even now squealing and falling out of bed and running for the bathroom, dragging the bed sheet behind her.
Bed sheets?
No, that's later. The bed sheet behind her like the world's most embarrassingly long hotel train. So, it's like a honeymoon with none of the moon and all of the horn, eh? Nick thought, and scrabbled the... Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm trying. Yeah, I should have been slower.
We both are. It's fine. It's way past 12. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, carrots, you feeling all right? Sure. Judy called, sneaking around the corner with the air of a woman failing to find the best way not to trod on anything too sensitive or wearing plates to a chicken farm. The hens were very fond of laying overly large eggs. Dramatic and definitely non-romantic, non-sexual, non-partner fucking eggs. I'm fine. She peeked around the edge of the door. The bathroom door, still wearing the entire bread spread like the world's largest and most embarrassing and totally not fox-scented toga. You're still very naked. Maybe you should put some pants on if you want to keep, policing crime today. Nick hurriedly pulled on his trousers, tucking away his dangly bits, and pulling on his shirt. Inside out, but fuck it, anybody noticed that was a queer. And also, I probably want to just ask. So, good idea, carrots. So, did we do it? She asked. Nick almost dropped his phone, and then peeked in his boxers. Well, I don't know what to tell you, carrots, but I'm looking at my little soldier, and he looks pretty tired. Judy glanced down at Nick, and then looked up at the ceiling. So, we just fucked. I'd say that's an accurate summation of the previous night's unmemorable, decidedly very unmemorable events, Nick deadpanned. Oh, fuck. Are we in a bad fan fiction? Well, given that the authors just started off the second part of his rambling ripoff of terrible schlock by putting the "it was all a dream" card for the second time in a row, this piece of shit doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know whether to feel reassured or offended.
I'm offended!
Nick reached for his gun and preparing to defend yourself against... Oh, God. When preparing to defend yourself against the shitty shit writings of a shitty shit-slinging shit-slinger, you needed a good handful of decidedly American justice close to hand. So, they thought it would be a good idea to open with some Beavis and Butthead-style acid... Okay.
I feel like I'm on acid right now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, hang on. My mouth is so dry. Do you want to read this bit?
Sure.
I can't read the voices. But,
No. Give her whatever wish you want to. Make her exceedingly feminine, please. Remind these people that Judy is actually a lady.
And she's not just soulless? Okay, sweet. I mean, language is already feminine, so you know, it's just gonna read this. So they thought this would be a good idea to open up with some Beavis and Butthead style acid trip. Of a dream sequence? Juicy, you can spell Judy. Juicy ass pulling on her clothes as the day's least surprising, yet most disturbing outlet began to take shape. And they start this fuck heap by poking fun at the fact that there's a world full of belligerent sexual tension and they just piss it all away. At least you didn't wake up with a dick in your mouth, Nick shot back.
Got it?
I'm going to give Judy a more feminine voice.
Well,
I'm not feminine.
at least this time, it was maple flavored, thanks to all those Canadian condoms.
Judy pulled on her vest, holstered her gun, and left a bundle of carrots as a tip for the maid. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Good for eyeballs, regardless of species. Just the tip. Regardless of species. Nick hunted for a morning snack and came up with a stick of gum. He chewed thoughtfully while they rode the elevator down to the lobby, popping a trio of aromatic bubbles that smelled of sadness, procrastination, and a hint of tequila. God, it must be Tuesday already. So, you can start the day with sex, but not the weird kind, Nick chewed.
How is this not the weird kind?
And stroked, well, again, the last time they had sex, Judy with Nick's dick in her mouth, and it tasted like maple syrup.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny.
So, we start the day with sex, but it's not the weird... Damn. So, we start the day with sex, but it's not the weird kind, Nick chewed, blew another bubble and stirred up.
You can do this.
It's my fault for not making the PDF file like two font sizes larger. It's just small enough.
He's so blind.
I'm so very blind.
He's so blind.
So we didn't start the day with sex, but it's not the weird kind, Nick said, chewing as he observed, and blew another bubble and strode out to tear a pile of totally legit tickets off their car that was covered in dust because they've been fucking for days. The worst thing about being stuck in one of these is that you don't know if the author's 12 or 36. Who cares? No one really knows how to write sex anyway, Judy snorted. She slid behind the wheel and gunned the engine, sending a flock of startled carrion torpedoes winging for the comfort of the nearest dumpster instead of the body lying on the convenient sidewalk. They all think it's about jamming the knot in real good and tight, and, twisting and screaming, and making all kinds of noises. Newsflash, kids. Sex is all about wiggling against your partner and jamming it in wherever it feels real good, and just trying not to come first before everything goes away. Thanks for the over-sensationalized views of sex, Hollywood. Nick roused. He doffed his aviators and admired the hooker's corpse, past the crowd of vultures armed with cameras and flashbulbs. And we're just driving right past the scene of a murder today? I guess so. Judy shrugged. Huh, Nick said. Wow. I guess this pretentious jackass has just seen 7 too many times. We're just gonna leave that there? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, hang on. Let me roll a die. If it comes up... Fuck. It is 14. Judy rammed the heel of her palm into her forehead. Fuck it. If Bogo's head is in the box this time, I quit reality.
I quit it too.
This reality, Nick corrected her. Don't forget whose big fat corporate head is stamped on your oh so pounceable and noddable ass. Judy. Squeak, squeak, squeak. His name is Mickey, and he likes his cheese, and he's not going to let you go until you are his squeeze. The mouse can go eat a mouthful of rancid goat cheese, flavored with insert clever metaphor about capitalism here. Come back to fix this later, the author said.
That's you. You fix this.
Yeah. This is all based on some crappy idea the author came up with. It's another serial killer.
Cereal?
Because of course it is, Nick said. $10, it's Fennec's head inside of Bogo's mouth, inside the box. And the box is made of a dog, Nick crooned. Judy mashed the accelerator and they sped uptown. For a badly plotted piece of try-hard recycled trash, things weren't going so badly. She and Nick had at least woken up in bed together, and the grammar on this pile of TV tropes trawling trash was at least consistent, though she did miss storming into work to Ride of the Valkyries, perched on the roof with her gun drawn, wearing the face of a recently run-over raccoon.
Hey.
That, at least, had been a good Monday. Crashing right into Bogo's office, like a Mad Maxine villain, and knowing the last thing the chief would ever hear in this plane of reality before everything exploded was her dying scream of, "Tongue punch my fart box, you horny old man!" They pulled up into the office and trundled out. Nick's pants fell down, but that was an old trick. The fox had learned to magnetize his belt long ago. At least he still had his gun, the thing he needed to do his job. Well, carrots, that was a nice ride through the realm of sanity and halfway decent self-awareness. Fuck that. Let's go inside and see what mediocrity awaits. Judy thought to argue, and then gave up. Fuck it. It's almost 1 a.m. We'll do whatever the fuck we like, she said.
That's not fair. That's not... Alright.
Yeah. We have 40 minutes left. We're just going to kind of keep this shit train rolling and see how far it goes.
That's not fair. Alright.
Yeah. Well, I've... to make sure I would have access to what I actually wanted to read to you guys tonight, there's a story called Zootopia Shitpost. I kind of stapled it onto the rest of this PDF, and so now we're going to see how well this does.
It's not fair, but I'm assuming this is the part where we tweet.
Abortion comic?
No.
This
is worse.
Is it not safe for work?
Extremely.
God, I wish I was that clever. It's not. And also,
I appreciate that you actually did this, because like I want people to come up here and start reading this shit.
Well,
I would like to personally
Okay.
We could just make more like one.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to skip
Okay, who wants to skip to the fucking?
Who wants to skip to the fucking?
go for the fucking.
Oh, I see you all, a bunch of naughty children here.
I'm not. Thanks, guys. Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah,
But let's keep notes.
Yeah, thank you everyone for sticking.
I should really send you the Eddie and Undertale cross-section.
No, we're doing Zootopia tonight.
Oh, God.
I have a...
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think
Yes.
it's tonight.
And I'm reading the Nazi work. Can I please be in there reading the Nazi work?
I'm sorry, what? I can't hear
Is
you.
there not playing music when you play the Nazi work?
Oh, like saxophone dude?
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
Sure. Good. Let me,
It adds to the vibe.
hang on, let me, let's skip to that.
The fucking
It's literally called the fucking movie.
I would like to personally both thank and curse you for introducing me to Sonic High School. Have you ever finished that fic, by the way?
We did.
We did, yes.
We did.
Last year.
It gets so fucking dark.
It does.
It gets so dark.
Don't it just, lady, don't I know? I had to read it in different voices. Like, I didn't want to do it like that, but, like, I mean, what do you do when you have to finish a giant epic you have been reading for like 3 years? You just drop all the voices you brought into this conversation. No,
I
you
hate
don't.
this. I'm drowning him in the
It
bathtub
was
later
so
tonight.
clever at first, and then it just got dark.
Have y'all ever read Snake?
So, it's,
I need to
so,
go pee.
it's like bad fan fiction? Even intentionally bad fan fiction.
Like, it's so bad, it's good.
Yeah.
I spent hours of my life watching that, reading that. Hours of my life. I've read the first few chapters several times.
Thank you.
What's your favorite?
You're the reason that I actually host Bad Fanfiction Theater.
Actually,
my anime
if you guys want, instead of doing the fucking, which it won't read as well because it's literally just a script that I did not have time to go back through and. We could just do the worst chapter from Sonic High School.
Oh.
My favorite chapter is the one where Rouge and Espio.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
On the front lawn.
Yeah.
Best one.
With
the best chapter.
with he gropes her boobs like the X-Men arcade machine. Yeah, that's the one.
Create a generation of me.
Spoiler: I shortened the chapter that came before that just to make sure we would have time to get to that chapter because I had no.
Best one.
Yeah. Give me one moment.
If you're taking volunteers as sacrificing, I would like to volunteer myself.
Please, dear, if you'd like to read for the lady parts,
Oh,
I
absolutely.
can do Christopher Walken screaming as Tails for his lady. Okay, very fine. Give us one moment.
Do you remember what chapter that is? It's early.
Yeah, it's 5 or 6.
Fanfiction.net.
Fanfiction.net, where your childhood goes to die. I do actually seriously need to send you the Dr. Alphys from Undertale and Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie fuckfic. That turned into a 3-chapter saga where they eventually have a 4-way with all 3 boys and Dr. Alphys from Undertale.
Toby would be proud.
Her lizard labia. He's just like, Good shit.
My airs are absolute garbage, by the way.
It's fine. It's fine.
Nope, here it is. Yep.
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
the one.
I'm
Yep,
gonna make 6 in you.
Yep, 6. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, so here we go. We have a special. This is going to go along until we have nobody left in here. I'm amazed we have as many people left in here as we do. But this is a special Rereading of Sonic High School, Chapter 6. SBO walked into Rouge's house because it was time for their date together, and all SBO could think about was that they were going to make sex for the first time. SBO looked at the computer and read about what to do.
I'll let you know when to play.
Yeah, and what the right words were so that he would know how to do it, works, and how to say it right so no one would make fun of him, question mark. It was Rouge's house he was at now, and it was in front of him. SBO knocked Rouge's house door. "Hello, she is home," said SBO, and she was. She opened the door just then.
Hello, I'm home.
Said Rouge, looking always sexy in her tiny baby bra and big cool boobs. SBO thought she looked like the hottest woman in the world that he could see, from here.
That he could see.
From here.
That he could see from here.
Where are you taking me on our date tonight? Whispered Rouge in a sex-filled voice.
Sex.
SBO had thought this one over on the way over, so he could say it right over the first time and get her to do Jesus Christ, and get her to do what he wanted. That's sex. Well, said SBO, just let me put on this science hat and we'll begin the sex. Rouge looked shocked, but she probably was excited too. SBO could tell they probably both had a near-erection.
An erection.
No.
Near-erection.
There you go.
Near-erection. What? Said Rouge in a shocked way. Right here?
SBO said, yes, this hat was made by Tails specifically for our date, and it makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear while I am running it. SBO did a cool face at her because being smart.
Read it.
No, I can't. Oh, read
it.
No. SBO did a cool face at her because being smart can be cool too, so long as you're not a nerd ass. Rouge said,
Okay, let's go inside, and gently grabbed SBO's hand, but he pulled it back, and she fell, causing him to fall, and they both together fell on the grass, where they rolled around in it until they were about in the middle of Rouge's house's front lawn. So there was plenty of room around them for activities.
now, said SBO, I want to make sex in you right here, said SBO, and put on the invisibility hat so nobody could see or hear them, and the whole of the new world of possibilities were opened up.
Options.
Sorry.
How do you just remember that?
I've read this
He's
too many
reading.
times.
He's reading. Yeah.
No, I don't have
He doesn't have it.
I don't.
He just knows.
I just know. You see,
That's-
my phone's over there. I just know this.
Option to them.
It was option to them. Right
There's,
now.
You have listened to me read this fanfic more times than I have, and that is disturbing.
Silver got him on 2017 Bad Fanfiction Theater.
Yeah, one of the highlights of my life. Let's see.
Option to them.
There is that. Option to them so that they could do sex in whatever way they wanted. And it was time to start sex right now. SBO revealed his penis to Rouge, who looked at it. Rouge said,
Play it.
Oh. And took out her vagina.
SBO's penis was really big. From looking at Rouge, like when he is in church, and it's so boring, but you just get a boner anyway. Rouge's vagina looked like a surprised ghost. SBO's penis approached Rouge like a plane flying down at the airport, but instead of being full of businessmen, it was full of SBO's creamy Italian salad dressing.
Oh, my salad?
Right in front of my salad! Right in front of my salad!
The first time we did this fic, it was
Music from Two Girls, One.
No.
Maybe.
I think it's from It's Always Sunny in
That's the
Philadelphia.
music that they use in that.
I could be wrong.
That's a really
Sorry.
old shock humor video.
The YouTube comments can fix
It
this.
wasn't funny.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It was no.
I mean, yeah. I don't. I said he could play whatever kind of music.
It was fair enough.
I'm laughing.
Here it comes,
cried SBO.
ramming his massive Avenger into Rouge's vagina spot. Rouge.
I hate this.
Rouge.
Scream sex noises, right?
You have to say it.
Scream
You
sex
have to
noises.
say it. I'm braced and ready.
I'm ready. I'm not even.
Rouge screamed sex noises and SBO messed around with her boobs and face like she was the X-Men arcade game. And now all we're missing is Colossus barreling in from the background going, playing the X-Men arcade game. SBO slapped his big awesome penis from side to side in her vagina like a hot dog, windshield wiper, and Rouge was ripping the grass from the lawn. And then SBO used his tail to flip her over.
Because he can do that.
And then his penis and her. You can take it. Take it.
Please take this.
Take it.
He put his penis into her butt. He moved his penis in circles in her butthole, like he was digging out the back nine. Rouge was flapping her bat wings like an idiot, and not flying because SBO was holding onto her ass cheeks and pressing into them with his fingers and leaving marks that looked like it said, wow.
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 When combined with the spot.
Her real father's Owen Wilson, because when suddenly the grass parts and out comes Owen Wilson, he says,
Wow. When combined with the spot where her butthole is. And that is what she felt, because SBO seemed to be a sex professional. SBO used his tail again to flip her over and did all-star sex things, like using his penis like a rolling pin on her face and plugging his penis into her belly button to see how far it would go, and making a balls hurricane.
Balls hurricane!
With swirling his balls and her balls. Finally, they both got so sexy that SBO's penis ejaculated, and the semen came out of it and landed on Rouge, who was lying there on the lawn. But nobody could see them, so it was okay. At that part, SBO screamed.
He is kind of like.
No, it's semen time.
It's semen time.
Rouge shouted,
Create a generation in me.
SBO ejaculated semen into her vagina, and
Guys,
that
just a pull out
and
now. I'm gonna go
that
drown
was
myself.
what happened.
I might join you.
Now
Thank
that they
you.
were done doing sex, let me rephrase that. Now that they were done doing sex, they put their penis and vagina and balls away, and SBO took off the invisibility hat. It was like nothing had ever happened, but they both knew it did because they were there for it. Bye-bye, said SBO, and said SBO.
Bye!
Said
Bye,
SBO.
bitch!
No, wait, what? Bye-bye, said SBO, and SBO walked off her property and away to his house, and did the rest of the things until school happened the next day. That's it.
That was.
Get me out of this
For the
hellhole.
benefit of the audience, Rouge has a baby like the next day, but it doesn't look like SBO, it actually looks like Knuckles.
Knuckles!
And then Knuckles and SBO get into a fight, and then Knuckles turns into a baby that looks like SBO because he actually loved SBO so much that he did an Einstein body transfer and became a baby that looked like SBO. But he actually still has his memories, and he still has to go to high school, and now he's having a hard time doing all of his high school stuff because he's a baby, and then...
It gets so bad!
No. And And it's even worse because he's voiced by a communist, so every time he opens his mouth, he goes, "No, I hate this. Sonic, you're such a baby pussy."
And then it turns out that the overarching plot of Sonic High School is basically all about Sonic's penises and ball. And butthole. And how they're gay and diseased and they can end the world.
I mean, like...
And he actually kills somebody with his penis. He turns them into, like, ash. Like, they just disappear.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
It's
not.
Yeah, I've read this story 3
Penis
times. How do you know this plot better than I do? Wait, I know exactly what you do. It's because I had to read it live.
I haven't seen you read it. I spent the last couple of weeks. I travel a lot to go to conventions, and so on the hours in the car, I was reading it out loud to my employee, who was subjected to it.
Oh my God!
And we read all 25 chapters consecutively over like a few days, basically.
Yo, she's
So I have to ask: did you give specific employees that you hated the worst parts?
So I love Adonis, actually. He's the greatest, and he's the only one who I can read this stuff with.
Yeah.
Because we're also good friends.
Yeah.
And so I get to read him inappropriate shit, and it doesn't get me in trouble. I mean, it's funny when we can be talking about business, and then like also, oh, hey, yeah, you know, Pokemon porn, you know.
Travel is boring. I want to read about how Sonic's penis burrowed deep inside of Rouge's bat tunnel.
Oh my gosh, it was...
Okay.
It's the best chapter. It's genuinely the best chapter. I also read him the Sonic High School World War II Dragon.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's been in my back catalog for a while.
It's only a chapter long, so it's like a pretty quick read.
Yeah. Do you guys want to try? Do you want to try?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Just go to the top page. You'll find it under the same profile.
The one where they travel back in time because they want to do the World War II.
No, that's the Sonic the Hedgehog tag. You want to go to the profile of the creator, the Dark Doom Fire Master.
With Helen Keller.
There's World War II Dragon. Oh, that's an ad. Author's note.
Hey everyone, I told you I was going to write another story, and I did not lie to you. I was busy with school, so here it is. It's based off of Sonic High School, and it's totally only 1 chapter long. Sonic the Hedgehog, World War II Dragon. Oh God. Do we?
You'll be fine.
Do we want to stick to tried and true roles here, guys? Tails has always been voiced by Christopher Walken.
Yes.
Yeah, we can be Tails.
Yay! Let's see if I remember the Tails voice. Well, said Tails, we're at school. Tails, being the smartest, was right. Sonic and Tails and all of the else people in their class were in class at school, and it was history class.
Don't get angry, 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 don't get angry.
It's too late, I'm very angry. So yes, here is your big project, said Mr. Learning. You are all going to do a project about World War II. It is due on Monday. When the weekend is over, it is really important and the biggest thing you will ever do. If you fail this project, you will have to go to a different high school.
3, 2, 1. Wow! Oh no! Said everyone in the class together at the same time in a surprised and scared way because they did not want this to happen. Mr. Learning was their teacher.
Oh, and also you have to do this project with another person, said Mr. Learning to the class, his class. Sonic and Tails looked right at each other with the biggest eyeballs and did a strong high five.
Cool, said Sonic to Tails. With you, I will never fail this project. We have avoided the conflict and our destiny is sealed.
Okay, but I want to do something that is better than everyone else. You know how I am when it comes to school, screamed Tails to Sonic. There was so much hubbub in the classroom. It was like being in an ocean of little boys.
Ah, okay,
shouted Sonic to Tails in that old Sonic way. Yeah. Sonic and Tails got up out of the classroom and went to the hallway. Whatever high school students do. And then into a different hallway, and then out of the classroom and went to Tails' house.
Okay, here is my idea, said Tails to Sonic, who was now in Tails' room. Here is a time machine that I invented. We are going to use it to go back in time and stop World War II from ever happening, so that we are the best grade ever, and everyone else will fail because World War II will not have happened, and they will be doing projects about fake things. Tails laughed and rubbed head.
Oh man,
said Sonic to Tails in a surprised way.
That idea is so crazy. Well, oh wow. Blaze, the cat, is in our class. That means she will fail.
Yes, said Tails to Sonic.
Oh, hate that bitch,
said Sonic to Tails.
Let's do it.
Okay, said Tails. This is how the time machine works. I have to use this thing here, and you have to go into the time machine and go stop World War II. I can talk to you and use the time machine on you from here. So don't worry if you mess things up big time, because I can get you out.
Cool, said Sonic. But how do I stop World War II from happening?
Said Sonic, making a face that was confused, like an ostrich at a new zoo looking for his food when all the other ostriches have to go eat, but he doesn't know where to go. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, there's so much exposition in this fucking...
Yeah, it's a lot of exposition. Well, obviously, you have to kill Rudolf Hitler.
Excuse me?
Rudolph. Now get in the time machine. The time machine looked like a big gray thing with parts. Sonic looked surprised when Tails pushed him into the time machine, and Tails went to go push a bunch of buttons and screens and pull on things until Sonic was trapped in a little thing, and a lot of smoke came out and lights flashed. Here we go, shouted Tails. I am sending you to before World War II.
Sonic felt like he was in a bathtub filled with yogurt. And then, before he knew it, he popped out of the same time machine, and suddenly he was in Germany.
You are in Germany.
That's all.
You are in Germany, said Tails to Sonic with his time machine technology.
I know what to do. What am I doing? How do I kill Hitler?
Shouted Sonic out loud to Tails, but uh-oh, it looks like Sonic shouldn't have done that because the Nazis came for Sonic.
Nazis.
Achtung! That blue man is talking about killing Hitler! Get him and put him in the jail! The Nazi army people came over and grabbed Sonic on the arms.
Hey! Oh no! Let go of me, Tails! The Nazis are taking me away! Help!
Screamed Sonic like a wild ass and tried to break free out of the Nazis' grip. But even with all of his fastest speed power, there were just too many Nazis, and they kept Sonic from going anywhere. They carried Sonic through the street into the jail and, put him into it.
Tails! Oh, get me out of here!
Sonic cried in a way that sounded just so scared.
What? How did you mess up already? Okay, I have to put you in another time zone for a while before I can bring you back to Germany. Here we go, said Tails with his speaker. Tails hit some buttons and did a variety of smart things. And then Sonic disappeared in a flash of light and appeared in ancient Egypt. You're in ancient Egypt now, Sonic. I am not. I am still at my house using the time machine. You are a burden sometimes.
Sonic was in ancient Egypt and said,
well, I guess. I can't just have fun here for a little while. While I wait to go to ancient Germany.
Sonic saw a pyramid and went inside of it.
A permaid.
Sorry.
He saw a permaid.
Pardon me for trying to correct this bullshit. A permaid and went inside.
I'm an originalist. Read it as it was.
When Sonic went in, there were so many things inside of it. Jesus Christ. There were paintings on the wall. Not like paintings in frames, but things that people drew on the walls. And there was also a big golden chair with a guy that looked like a king sitting in it.
Hey, I think I know you.
Excuse me.
Oh,
me.
oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry, that was too
Excuse me, you're stepping on my lines. How do you do that?
That's my line.
That's no good. Stop. If somebody keeps stepping on your lines, that's no good. Hey, I think I know you, said Sonic to the king.
Sonic remembered seeing him somewhere before. He remembered where? In history class.
Yeah, you're King Tunt.
Sonic.
Sounds an awful lot like something else.
Fuck you. Yeah, you said.
Hey, don't be a king cunt.
You. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum-bum.
You're King Tunt.
Yep, that's me, King Tunt. Oh, I would like to be able to read that slur, but I can't. What does that say? Sonic was right.
It was King Tut, ancient pharaoh from Egypt.
Spelled with an F.
Who?
Who are you? Said King Tut.
I want to give him my own voice.
Oh, you go ahead.
Who are you?
Said King Tunt. King Tunt had a big gold hat on and some bracelets and a neck thing. And it looked at Sonic really hard and realized something.
Oh my God. I know who you are. You are Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic blinked and did a cool dance and said,
Yeah, I guess I am pretty popular. How did you know about me? Is it because I'm the fastest?
King Tunt pointed at a picture on the wall. It was a big picture of a dragon with spikes coming out of its back, out of the back of its head.
Well, you are one of the legendary hedgehogs who can become a dragon using your cool powers.
Wow, what? A dragon?
Said Sonic to King Tunt.
Yeah, well, if you just try it, it should happen.
Said King Tunt, looking at Sonic weird. But
maybe it is because someone in your family line of hedgehogs isn't cool enough. Every hedgehog in the family has to be cool or awesome or an expert at some work.
Wow. Well, it is not me, said Sonic,
and put on a pair of sunglasses they always kept in his back pocket in this
Kate?
Pocket in I had to reread that.
In this story?
I thought it said his. Pocket in this story.
See, I am cool.
Sonic smiled. Too big, using his teeth.
Well, it looks like someone else in your family history is a loser. So you can't be a dragon show now,
said King Tut to Sonic before calling his guards and pushing him out the door. Sonic was now outside.
Hey, Tails, said Sonic to Tails. Can you look at my family history and figure out who isn't cool enough to be a dragon? I never knew I could be a dragon, but I think this is how we can defeat Hitler.
Tails typed fast. So fast, faster than the fastest car you've ever seen or can even think of. Tails looked up Sonic's family history on the internet and used his technology and devices to scan the information and found a thing. Hey, Sonic, I think I found your answer. I am going to send you to the person now. This person is also in World War II. Make them cool. I hope it is not Hitler.
Sonic also hoped it was not Hitler, because then he would be related to him. Ugh. And he would have to go to jail. Sonic disappeared from Egypt in a flash of light and flew through time and space and back to Germany in World War II. He was now inside a house, and it was sad and gray and looking, and it was just rainy. Oh, okay. My family member must be in this house. Sonic went in and looked around, but he did not find anyone. He looked in the first room, and in the second room, and even in the third.
The third room?
Not the third room. He's not allowed in there, no. That's where you find the Reich. About to topple over onto the third and most unloved child. He looked in all the rooms he could find.
Ah, what the joke. I'm so pissed at this. I want to be a dragon.
Just call Zanny, said Sonic out loud to himself, but outside of his head. Then he heard something. Hello? Is someone down there? Said a voice coming down from the room above him.
Yes, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog. You might have heard of me,
said Sonic, laughing and smiling because he now knows he is famous enough to be known by King Tunt, who's in the history books. Oh, come up, said the voice. It was a girl's, and then a flap came out of the ceiling, and the stairs popped up in the hole of the ceiling, and Sonic went up with them. Sonic went up, and there was a girl. She looked very sad.
Hey, who are you?
Said Sonic to the girl who was standing there. I'm Frank, said the girl, who was actually Anne Frank.
Oh, wow! I know who you are. I heard about you,
said Sonic. Really? Whoa, said Anne Frank.
This is gonna sound crazy, but I am related to you. I am here to help you.
You're not cool enough, said Sonic. Sonic bounced up and down on the wooden floor and made creaky sounds. They were in an attic. Really? Said Anne Frank. No, she looked even sadder. She was living here, all by herself, in this attic.
Yeah, no wonder you're not cool. You are living up here in an attic,
said Sonic to Anne Frank. But, I'm scared of the Nazis, said Anne Frank, almost ready to cry. She was so sad.
You have to face your fears, said Sonic to Anne Frank. You cannot just hide up here in this attic, but waiting for something good to happen. You have to do it. You have to go and do it for yourself. Show the world who you really are.
Wow, I get it, said Anne Frank. I am too busy being afraid of the Nazis. I need to face my fears and leave this attic. I am not just Anne Frank. I am Anne Frank the Hedgehog! And then she took off her headband, and big hedgehog spikes came out of the back of her head.
Yeah, that's it. There are so many things you can do if you're just not afraid. You can go to Applebee's.
Not Applebee's.
And use teen social media. And buy an Xbox. And even have penis plus vagina sex like me and Amy. Bow chicka wow wow, said Sonic to Anne Frank, winking.
Wow, I did not know about this whole new world of possibilities. I am going to start right now by leaving this attic, said Anne Frank to Sonic. She took one step, then another, and then enough to get to the bottom of the stairs and began standing on the floor. Then she glowed a whole lot and smiled and looked at Sonic. Thank you for showing me that I should not be afraid of the Nazis. I am going to the mall, said Anne Frank.
With that, Sonic left the house and went outside, said,
Mission incomplete.
Details from his technology gadget.
So Tails again. Yes. Yeah. Okay, now we have to get you to Hitler's castle. It is super defended, so I can't get you into it just by the time machine. We have to get you in another way, said Tails to Sonic in a thinking way. Hitler Hitler was president of Germany. That's how that happened.
I mean, to be fair, as a historian major, that's the most historically accurate thing I've heard in this fanfic so far. He was almost president, just like
By force.
just back that starting letter up. About start with a P. Had to start with a C, ended with solar.
Okay, Hitler was the president of Germany, so they had to be really careful and think of a good plan. Oh, maybe you can disguise as a pizza delivery man and then sneak into Hitler's room.
No, Tails, that won't work, said Sonic. You are forgetting pizza was not invented in World War II.
Damn! Fuck! Pizza, said Tails to Sonic.
I have another plan. Just get me...
on a mug. Damn, fuck pizza.
How do we not have that here?
Yeah, we need a mug that says damn, fuck pizza. Fuck pizza.
Yeah, damn, fuck, pizza, fuck. Also, now I want to voice Sonic like Christopher Walken just because.
Just go for it.
I have another plan. Just get me to the outside of Hitler's castle, and I will do the rest. Use the time machine now. They had to go back before World War II started because Anne Frank was during World War II, and they wanted to stop World War II from happening, so they had to go back before it happened. Yes, I know. Jesus Christ. Tails had Tails, his buttons, and Sonic.
Oh god, the run-on sentence is rough. Let me try.
Fucking Christ. I got it. Tails, his buttons, and Sonic just went out at a different time with a sound like whoop!
Sonic appeared in front of Hitler's castle. It was big and dark gray on the top of a hill that went straight up, and it was full of rocks.
There was basically no way to get in. Okay, thanks, Tails. Here goes my plan. Sonic balled up into a ball and started rolling forward. Jesus Christ, sorry guys. Started rolling forward. He rolled so fast that using friction and magnetics, he stuck to the hill and rolled up in a speed that had not been seen since, well, ever. Sonic rolled his way to the top of the hill and over the castle wall into the door of Hitler's castle. Okay, I got to the castle, said Sonic to Tails. And then he saw what he was afraid of. Sonic saw a bunch of Nazi guards coming right at him because he was invading. Ah! Oh no! God, this stinks! Screamed Sonic. He backed up against the door to Hitler's castle, and all of the Nazis ran right at him. They were so big and so scary, and Sonic did not know what to do. They were coming right at him with the biggest and most dangerous weapons money could buy, without breaking the bank. Sonic just closed his eyes and just cried as the Nazis ran at him while he was up against the door, and almost like he did not know what he was doing. He jumped up at the last moment when the Nazis were running at him, and he avoided all of them. But they ran into the door, knocking it down, and they all fell in a pile and went unconscious. Wow, it is a miracle of life, said Sonic. He was safe and able to go inside Hitler's castle. Sonic walked over the lumpy bodies of those idiot Nazis and followed the red carpet all the way to Hitler's room. The castle was, like really scary inside. It was dark gray, and there were red carpets and gold parts, and there was even lava, ? Audible shrug. There were candles, they were lit on fire, the hallways. Sonic ran down to the end, the big doors, and opened them. The doors bursted open, and Sonic saw Hitler standing behind his desk. I'm here to stop you, idiot ass! Sonic ran into the room and at Hitler, but Hitler stopped him.
Who do you think you are? I am Hitler, king of the Jews, and I am going to destroy the world, said Hitler. Hitler looked like you would think he would. Hitler laughed and took out a sword made of fire. Prepare to meet you dead.
Hitler ran at Sonic with his with his fire sword, and Sonic almost thought, oh no, I'm going to die right here. But then he did not. Sonic jumped over his sword and said, nice try, Hitler, but you are messing with the wrong hedgehog, or should I say, dragon. Sonic put his elbows out like he was ready to do the chicken dance, but instead started to glow and light. I'm sorry, guys.
It's just too much.
Yeah, I can't.
But instead, he started to glow, and light went to him, and big beams of light came out too, and it made a loud sound. No, this cannot be! The legends are true! Screamed Hitler, trying to beat off Sonic with his fire sword.
Oh wow! Sonic kept growing, and his shape changed into a huge, big blue dragon with green eyes. Oh wow! He was so big that he broke through the walls and ceiling of Hitler's restroom. Roar! Oh, roar! Roar! Something in my throat. Raw, said Sonic as he breathed fire into the sky. Sonic used his big dragon claws and slashed at tiny baby Hitler, who was looking so scared. Using his fire sword now, the wind was blowing. Then Sonic decided, even though enough was enough, and grabbed Hitler in his claws and flew out away from Germany to Hawaii and dropped him into a volcano. So long, Hitler! Shouted Sonic as he snapped a picture and, he flew away from the volcano and, back to Germany. Sonic got back to Germany and glowed and turned back into a hedgehog. There, I guess, Hitler is dead, so World War II can... said Sonic, even though he was bored to Tails through his technology.
Wow, cool. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. We will be able to use your dragon powers to get our way almost all of the time, said Tails to Sonic, almost crying with amazing feelings.
Sonic looked at himself and said, yeah, it was cool, wasn't it? Okay, take me back to normal time. Now, I want to go home.
Tails handed his device to Sonic. And Sonic came back to Tails' room in a flash of light. Okay, give me the camera. Okay, give me the camera! Screamed Tails to Sonic.
Wow, Jesus Christ, control yourself, said Sonic to Tails.
Sorry, I'm excited! Tails grabbed the camera and printed out the picture of Hitler being eaten up by the volcano. Then they ran to school, even though it was 8 o'clock, and they broke in and ran to their history class. Mr. Learning, here's our project, said Tails as he handed the picture to Mr. Learning.
Mr. Learning touched his glasses and looked at the picture and said, oh my God, this is of Hitler dying. You stopped World War II from happening. Wow. We sure?
Yep, we sure did,
said Sonic and Tails together at the same time
to save time.
They laughed and high-fived like at the beginning of the story. Ba-choom! That's it. You get the biggest A ever. The project is over and you get an A for the whole class. No one else does, said Mr. Teaching. Sorry, wait. Fuck it. If the authors doesn't care about continuity, neither do we. Yeah, said Sonic.
Woohoo! said Tails.
Sonic and Tails hugged, and Mr. Learning was so proud. They went home.
Author's note.
Merry Christmas. Woo! Yeah. Thank you guys for staying. Oh my God.
That was your good night story. That was your lullaby.
Oh, that's not mine.
No.
Mine's in my pocket.
Oh, this is my roommate's. Yeah. Thank you guys for sticking with us for so long. Please donate to charity. And oh my God, it's only Friday. Where did this take me here? Oh, and it's all charity related. Thank you. Yeah, this is wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, wait, we're the only ones here. Oh, shit. Oh, cool.
It's okay. You guys were the only ones committed to seeing the end of this saga. Jesus.
I needed to hear what was going on, and you know what? I was not disappointed and confused at the same time.
Silver Gatoman, he bought me a coffee. Silver Gatoman, here is the song for thee. He likes to video all the panels at the cons. You should go and watch them whether they are short or long. Silver Gatoman, you video that's not a jibe. All of you go to his YouTube channel and like and subscribe.